In the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl, the Ministry of Infrastructure has reported no major infrastructure damage. The ministry's response efforts were primarily focused on clearing roads, drains, and fallen trees, as well as on blocking culverts and rivers. Minor interruptions were noted but were quickly addressed. Infrastructure Minister Hon Stephenson King commended the staff for their dedication and hard work during this period. Ahead of Hurricane Beryl, the Ministry of Infrastructure implemented several proactive measures, which included a comprehensive pre-hurricane program. This program aimed to mitigate potential damage and ensure a swift response to any incidents.
That normally starts with the review of our operating procedures, our emergency operating procedures, to make sure that all is in place in terms of readiness of staff, readiness of infrastructure, readiness of equipment, and that was done. It also entailed the clearing of what I call minor infrastructure waterways, mainly gutters, waterways, you name it, drainage, wherever those may be. We were engaged in doing that throughout the country.
The ministry undertook ongoing desilting exercises in various communities to ensure that major rivers were free from debris, thereby reducing the risk of flooding.
Desilting is really to ensure that flood-prone areas are cleared of debris in the waterway, meaning that the base of the river where silt normally is retained, that those areas are cleared. It is not intended to denude the river of its natural environment, which would enable or modulate hydraulics in the river. So that program continues even as we speak.
In preparation for the hurricane, the ministry also initiated a community cleanup program, which was completed on Friday, 27th June.
The department was engaged in its sort of community service activity. And throughout the country, I'm sure you may have seen them doing work, whether it's just debushing, cleaning of drains, etc. That exercise was being done by the staff of the department, not as overtime, not as additional work, but as their contribution to the country. The chief engineer, deputy chief, engineers, engineering assistants, and of course other staff of the department were all involved.
King says that immediately following Hurricane Beryl, the ministry conducted rapid assessments to determine the necessary measures and support required. These assessments are currently being compiled to ensure a comprehensive response. Hon Stephen, NBC Prime.